I first discovered the writer Sylvia Townsend through Claire Harmon's 1989 biography. In fact, it was through Claire herself. She came to the Old Arthur Machen Society to give a talk about Warner, because Warner was Arthur Machen's niece by marriage. And at that time, Warner was only in print intermittently through Virago, which meant that even her best-known novel, Lolly Willows, was unavailable from time to time, which is a great shame, because Lolly Willows is a marvellous story of an ordinary and unconsidered woman who decides to become a witch. What it's really about is what happens when any individual decides to flout the conventions of society, about the trouble that it brings, as well as the freedoms. Slowly, Warner's work has found its way back into print. Lolly Willows is now a Penguin modern classic, which is only right. And I'm sure that this has come about partly through the efforts of the estate, through the efforts of the Sylvia Townsend Warner Society and certain small presses. But it has also come about due to the dogged work of mainly feminist academics, quite a lot of them in America, who have worked very hard for the last 3 decades at re-establishing perhaps, Warner's reputation. Now, collectors in the UK should be able to find the Chateau first edition from 1926 without a jacket for less than £50. With a jacket will cost you substantially more, probably a few hundred. The American first edition is needlessly problematic. The book was first published in the US in 1926 by the Viking Press in paperboards, although the sheets were printed by Chatto & Windus, some were exported. But beware, there are still perfectly reputable book dealers out there who mistakenly try and sell the Grosset and Dunlap reprint as a first edition, which it isn't, just because it doesn't have a date in it. They should be paperboards, and they should have 1926 and Viking Press written on them. But whichever edition you end up with, Lolly Willows is a very, very good read. Highly recommended.